Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝑴𝑬𝑵𝑰𝑶𝑵. If you are new here, let's jump into this video. Today I have a lot to talk about. You probably clicked on this video because you love perfume just like me and you don't mind spending the coin. I don't blame you. If it's worth the money, cash me out. But I wanted to come to you guys today before we jump into the video and discuss a couple fragrances that did not work out for me, that are niche and are expensive. Now, I myself do not mind spending some coins if it's something I really want. I don't never just be like, who spends that on perfume? I don't judge. I don't care whatever you're into. If it's worth it, if the quality is there, the coins are going to be spent. Okay. So unfortunately, I just can't see myself spending that money on something that just is not there. Like if you gonna raise the price up there, at least be worth it. Like it has to have something about it besides just it smells good. Like it's perfume, for goodness sake. You want to smell good all day. Okay, have some lasting power. Okay, let me get into it with you guys. So Dossier reached out to me. I was so grateful for this because I was just like, I wanted a couple fragrances that I seen on the website and I was like, oh, send it to me. So for starters, let's just jump right into it, okay? Dossier makes really good inspired fragrances from higher end brands and they smell almost identical, you guys. Like, also love to save me a good coin, and they have a bomb welcoming offer of 20% off. You can get up to 30% off on your first order with them. They also do returns. If you do not like it, you have up to 30 days to return the item and get a refund. Come on. And if you love any of the stuff that I mentioned, then you can also save an additional 10% with my coupon code lalonnie10. Okay, but let's get into, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. So the two that I did receive from them was Floral Marshmallow and Ambery Cherry. So let's start with Floral Marshmallow. When it came down to why I chose these fragrances, and I prefer to stick with these rather than going to get the original, because I do love a nice aesthetic sitting on my dresser, don't get me wrong, but after smelling these, baby, I was like, huh, come again? Oh no, I don't need the original no more. So these fragrances will run you about $39 for 15 ml, okay? That is like a quarter of the price of what these originally cost. So the first one up, I have Ambery Cherry. I am going to put the notes on the screen, but I'm also going to compare it to a sample from Tom Ford Lost Cherry. You guys, I've already tested this, and the longevity of it has 18% concentration. Okay, that's really good. Tom Ford Lost Cherry is a beautiful cherry fragrance. To me, it is more so, I would rather layer it. I can wear it on its own, but I really love it to layer because it gives like a very grounded cherry fruity type of smell that you can layer with like anything to make it gourmand, like a vanilla, or you can make it kind of a fruity floral and add some type of nice floral fragrance with this. But I'm gonna spray the original. Mind you, I've already tested these fragrances, so just wait to hear my opinion. So this is the original. Beautiful, opens up with that very fresh cherry. It does smell, it's habit floral to me as well, but the prominent note here is cherry. Now the only thing with the original, I'm not gonna just hold y'all, this don't last worth okay, although it does smell beautiful, and because I'm just going to be using it as a layering fragrance, I didn't feel the need to run out and purchase it quickly because, honey, the price tag for 100 ml is like, what, $4.99? Or is it $3.99? No, it's $4.99. It's up there. So I was just like, and then to get a 50 ml, it's like $3 something. It's just not, it wasn't worth it. It smells so good, but that's all it has to offer. It doesn't offer any longevity. The projection is not way across the room, and on top of that, I want to use it as a layering fragrance. So Ambery Cherry, this is the alternative. And honey, when I tell you there is no difference, if anything, I feel like the cherry is a little bit more prominent in the Dossier one. I feel as if it lasts longer. I literally get about an hour or two of wear out of this, and then it's just like fading. After the second hour, it's gone with the wind, honey. And the bottle is too huge and too expensive to just be carrying in my purse and walking around trying to touch up. And not only that, use so much juice to where it's like my little 𝑭𝑚𝑰𝑶𝑵 is about to be gone, honey. Whereas the Dossier version smells exactly the same, I kid you not, okay? $39. $39. I'm impressed. They swept me off my feet with this one. I don't need to buy the other one. I love this one. It is so good. I only have 2 fragrances, okay? I plan on getting a couple more because there was a couple more fragrances that I've seen that I was like, if these 2 was a hit, that gotta be a hit too. Next up, I have Floral Marshmallow. Okay, this one smells just like Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. I have the original one right here. This is all that I was like willing to spend on it, and the juice was a lot lighter, but because it's been sitting, the juice has gotten a little bit dark. I don't feel like it changed anything with the lasting power or anything. Now, this is expensive, okay? So for a 1.7, you're looking at $310. The only thing that would draw me into buying this is how cute the bottle is and that it smells good. But other than that, same thing with Lost Cherry Tom Ford. The longevity is just not there for me. I did my research on this and I heard that I'm so happy that I bought this travel size because I'm like halfway through with this, and it wasn't doing enough for me to spend $310 on it. Like, I love to spend a good dollar amount on some expensive fragrances that I will be mentioning to you guys. I don't think if just the smell alone, no projection, no longevity, no sillage is pulling me in or is not there, I can't mess with it. I can't mess with it just because it smells like. That's not justifiable. I need to either walk in a room and fill the room up. I need to either be smelled from a distance, or this needs to be, if it's gonna be close to my skin, it needs to last on me for more than 4 to 5 hours if I'm be spending that much coin. Like, just a cute bottle and just because it smells good, that's not enough. It's not cutting it. So anywho, this is a very orange blossomy marshmallow sweet type of fragrance. And don't get me wrong, it's really good. It smells like just a really sweet goodness, like sugar. Nah, I wouldn't say sugary. It's sorta, but it's more on that like marshmallow, slightly floral, but more so sweet gourmand, almost edible, but in the lightest way. Okay. Once again, like I say, this doesn't last on me no more than maybe 2 to 3 hours. I can still smell it, but it becomes so close to my skin that I don't feel like it's projecting enough for the price. So it was just like, man, left it in a travel size, and that was that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hold it up. Now, like I say, when I first purchased this, the juice was about this color, okay? It was really light, so it's kind of aging, but it's still not as dark as the juice of the original that people talk about. So I'm gonna spray the Dossier Floral Marshmallow. Now, mind you, I've already worn these 2, the Ambery Cherry and this Floral Marshmallow. I've already worn them. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I cannot smell a difference. The only thing I can say is that the sweetness is a little bit more, like a tad. Like, you have to be really good at detecting your fragrances to know. Like, the average person, you are not going to know the difference. I'm just tell you that right now, because I'm still kind of working borderline average to getting there and knowing my stuff. But if I close my eyes and smell these, I can't really smell a difference. I mean, if I had to be super picky, like the Ambery Cherry, that was on hit. If I had to be super picky with the original versus the Dossier version, I would probably say I smell a little bit more marshmallow in here and a little bit more orange blossom in here. But when I wore this one, the projection was a lot louder. It was slightly a little, like when I say a tad, I am just fishing, a tad bit more airier, so it projected more, whereas this one was a tad bit more like a little bit more dense but closer to the skin. Like I say, if I can't really point out, you know, the obviouses, then it ain't worth it. So yes, they have sold me on these two. Once again, if you guys are interested in these, I steer you not wrong. They are $39. You have 30 days to return and you cannot go wrong. These are beautifully inspired by the originals, which cost so much, and they are only a fraction of the price. You can also use my code lalonnie10 to save you an extra 10%, honey, on your order. Okay, moving into the video. Now, I am not gonna be long-winded with these fragrances. I have about 6 fragrances that I wanna mention to you guys that are niche, and they are worth the price, and they smell so good and so unique. And we are just going to dive right into them. I'm gonna tell you guys which ones they are. I will be listing them below if you are interested. And if you already have these fragrances, then go ahead and leave a comment and tell me which one is your favorite or which one you are going to be purchasing. So let's get into it. This is going to be for the girls who likes to spend those coins, honey. Okay, because these fragrances are not cheap, I'm sorry, but if y'all want me to do some affordable ones, or you guys know any good dupes out there, drop a comment. Okay, and let's get started. First and foremost, we are going to talk about Bbk Perfumes. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna get straight to the point, what they smell like, and boom. It is called Velvet Tonka, honey. This is a 100 milliliter bottle. I love it. This is niche. This is done real perfect, okay? You guys, this is nutty. I don't know why they call this Velvet Tonka. This should have been Nutty Tonka or Nut Tonka, Almond Tonka, you know, somewhere in there. It is a dry kind of almond with some florals, but the main star in this is almond. If you love fragrances like Gorgio or Armani, I'll put it up. I can't think of the actual name, but I'll put a picture of it up there. If you love fragrances like that, this is that on steroids, okay? Really, really good. This is all for my nutty lovers. If you love a good nut, with no pun intended, here's the one for you. If you do that, here's the one for you, okay? This will fulfill all your nutty dreams. Moving right along. Next up, we have Initio Perfumes Psychedelic Love, baby. They have so many. This is also 100 3.4, yeah, 90. It says 90 ml, but it's 3.04 fluid ounces. They have a lot of fragrances. I really respect the house, but this is on a whole nother level. It's just different. Like this has their signature scent that you can kind of smell in all of them, like aphrodisiac, all of the ones that rehab. When you kind of sniff Initio Perfumes, you kind of know you got an Initio perfume. It's rich, it's dense. One thing I really love about this one is it has heliotrope in it, okay? So it's known to kind of react some of those stimulators in you to arouse, you know, people when they smell it in large doses, but you get the point. So it's really it smells like, I want to say, it has like a ylang-ylang kind of, I smell like the ylang-ylang and rose kind of vibe. It has sandalwood in the base, so it's kind of slightly creamy. It's just a very beautifully blended. I mean, they do their, my thing is this house does their perfumes and blend them so well that it's hard to detect. It's like everything is just blended into one smell, and they do a very fine job at it. And this is a masterpiece. I feel like out of all of their fragrances, this is my favorite one because of the uniqueness. And yes, I really love Psychedelic Love. I feel like sometimes they know what they're doing with the names, because this one is really hard to explain, but the fact that it smells so good, it's so good. Like, I don't know of any fragrances that smell like this one, and it's suitable for a date night. It's suitable for just wearing around the house. Be very light with this one. It is strong. It's nice and strong, and it has really good sillage. So definitely, if you're looking for something in that range, then I will go with Psychedelic Love out of all of their lineup. Next, we have Ood Bouquet by Lancome. This is a 100 ml bottle, 3.4 ounces. If you are into rose and oud, this is the mother of rose and oud, baby. It is sweet. Okay, so if you are not into that oudy smell, don't even look this way. But if you love you a good rich oud, this is blended to perfection. Oh, look how rich and dark that juice is. And I love the cap. It just has that magnetic, like, oh, it's just fancy, heavy. This is bomb, you guys. Like, this is so bomb. Next up, we have Mikaleth Glamour. This is a Jasmine Bomb, okay? Alien by Mugler. Look out. Okay, if you love Alien by Mugler, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, this is its older sister or its OG version, because you know how they reformulated Alien by Mugler? Baby, if you're looking for that strong jasmine and that rich, like that richness, you are here. You don't need to look no further. It's right here. This is kind of heavy, but it's so much more like, it's like the older Alien Mugler before it got reformulated and became a little bit more soapier. No, this is its deeper dark fantasies right here. This is it. If you love Alien by Mugler, you're gonna really love this one because it still has that punch in there. It's not soapy. It's much more floral and much more deeper floral. And yes, it's just, oh, bomb. Worth every penny. You need this one. You need this one. If you love Alien by Mugler, you need this one. At least get a sample, and I guarantee you I will not steer you wrong with that one. Next up, we have a Rouge Amalekite. Ah, this is so good. 3.4 100 milliliter bottle. You guys, this is a beautiful tuberose. It does have a little bit of incense in it, sage. Well, sage, mostly sage that I smell, but I get this like slightly herbal type of vibe with this, with that beautiful tuberose. This is my favorite tuberose perfume because sometimes tuberose can be done a little too harsh. There's other perfumes that I do have that it's good. I'm not gonna lie. Love Tuberose by 𝑴𝑬𝑵𝑉𝑵𝑗. It's so beautiful and dainty and girly, but the tuberose is really there. It's really white floral and sweet. This is herbal and floral. Okay, it's so beautiful, and it kind of comes off like, it smells like good lotion to me, like just clean good lotion. Like, you just smell so fresh and just herbal. I just love it. I love it. It's so good. So good that you don't want to reach for it. This is that type of perfume for me where it's so good, I don't even want to reach for it, because then I'm afraid I'm going to use it up and I don't want to buy another one. That's how bad it is to me. Not because it's super expensive. It is expensive, but because it's just like one of those fragrances that is so good to you, you don't even want to use it. And I hate that. Like, you just too good. You're just too good. Last but not least, this is one of my most expensive ones. It's a heavy hitter, but it's unique, and when you smell it, you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing like it. Bond number 9, Greenwich Village. This right here, y'all. Oh, it is such a pretty girl fragrance. It's really floral, but it's so beautiful. It's really fresh, floral. You get some of that lychee, a little bit of water lily, peony. Like, it's just, it's such a pretty girl fragrance. Like, when you wear this, and if someone is familiar with this fragrance, they are going to know what you're wearing. There's no second guessing this. It's not something that's out there. It's not comparable to anything designer. This is so unique that I was like, it's worth it. And when I bought the sample and I tested it, literally 1 to 2 sprays, and I kept smelling it. I smelled it, and I smelled it to where I was just like, I'm tired of smelling this. But it's so good, it lasts, and it's just beautiful. If you want to smell super different, I would say invest in this. Get you a sample first to test it out and see if it's worth making the investment, because this bottle is expensive. And honey, go for it. That's what I did. I was like, I'm gonna buy a little sample. But I kid you not, as much as I didn't want to spend the coin, I was like, I don't have any reason not to. I love it. The bottle is cute, the smell is great. You're gonna smell different. If you want to be different, purchase this one. I kid you not. You're not gonna smell like everybody. Everybody don't have this. It's like a hidden gem. I mean, people know about it, but it's not like a common fragrance out there, like, you know, that people are gonna pick up, like Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, now no hate to Baccarat Rouge 540. That's my jam, and I stand by that. It smells bomb. Okay, but when you smell that, usually it's like a typical fragrance where you're like, oh, that's Baccarat Rouge 540, because you done smelled it so many times because everybody be wearing it. But I don't think you gonna smell this on everybody. But they gonna know what you wearing. So yes, that is it. That is all the fragrances that I wanted to mention to you guys that I own, that is a dent in my collection, that are niche and up there in price, but I feel they are well worth it. All links will be in the description box if you guys do choose to purchase any of these fragrances. So if you own any of them, I love to hear y'all feedback. Let me know if you have any of these fragrances. How do they smell to you? Which one of these were your favorite or you are looking into purchasing? And if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, you guys.